Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka it's Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, so this is a cool video I'm bringing you guys. Something a little bit different. I'm actually kind of hype about this. This is my 600th win in GTA 5 online races. Now, this week is double money for the stunt races and the hot ring races and a few others. So me and the crew have been having a good time getting out there and having some fun with doing some races. We had some crew members and some randos in this. Of course, you know, some of the randos are talking smack. For the most part, this lobby was pretty good, and shout out to all those guys. As you see right here, I'm on 599 wins and looking for my 600. And this is a really good race right here. So I'm going to pipe down, let you guys just kind of listen. I'm going to chime up for a few things here and there. But other than that, man, enjoy this video. This is awesome. Subscribe to my channel and drop a like for me, all right? Let's go! All right, as usual, when you get started out, I mean, it's just a total mess with all these races. If you don't have non-contact turned on, it's going to be the first like couple of turns. It's going to be terrible. So as you see right here, I get caught up, and I'm almost in last place. I'm in 14th place right now. So it's okay though. I'm confident. It's early in the race, and Slipstream and Ketchup are on. You know, that's just the generic setting. You have to race with this, you know, to get good with it so you can race other randos. That turn right there was a nightmare. I never saw so many cars like cornered up together. That was pretty rough. But, you know, I fought through it, and it was keep on going, man. I get a little sloppy in this turn right here. But I try and race as clean as possible. I don't curb boost. I don't do any of that stuff. And I just try and challenge myself and race as legit as I possibly can. And it's as clean as I can. Now, inevitably, things like this are going to happen. I just didn't even see that guy. The slipstream was too strong. He was going too slow, and it got kind of caught up in the blur of the tunnel right there. So that sucked. And I don't like doing that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So none of these things are intentional, right? But like I said, for the most part, this lobby was okay. There's a few people talking smack in there, you know, saying that we're slow and shit. You know, this whatever, this typical stuff. But you know, we have to go out there and represent a little bit. You know, we got some decent racers in the crew. We're not like pro racers or anything like that. We just have a good time with it. But fighting my way up to, what am I in, like 5th place right now? These tubes, man. Some of these tubes I just can't get the hang of. There's a couple spots in here. That was a good pass right there. There's a couple spots where it's an issue. This right here, I haven't raced this track in a while, and that right there happens. You know what I mean? You gotta, when you come to those stoppies and those drops, you gotta pick a different lane because that's gonna happen, and it can be an issue. As you saw, one of my crew members that hit me, you know, that was fine though. He apologized, no big deal. We just move on. I thought I had a decent correction, and we keep on moving. Didn't even really lose that much in terms of position. I'm still in 4th, so not bad. Keep on moving on down the road. These wall climbs are sick though. Some of these races get my stomach, man. Like you go through like a loop or whatever, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? So that's pretty funny. But yeah, we're going through this. This part right here always messes me up. You're supposed to do a full like 360 loop. I just never feel confident with that. Where I do feel somewhat confident is in some of these turns. I feel like I'm pretty fast through them, but you know, apparently not for a lot of these races where I'm losing. This guy right here, man.
You gotta slow down.
You know, not knowing how to approach the turn, especially when you're inside of somebody else's slipstream and they're right in front of you. You got to kind of drive for people sometimes. You know what I mean? So he didn't slow down. He just drove through me, and that's what happens. You know, people losing. People lose that turn a lot right there. They spin out or something. I'm not sure why, but we'll just keep on going though. See right there, I try and keep my distance, but you have to get a little close to get through that gap right there. Thought I took that turn pretty well. It was all right. I probably braked a little too much. Shouldn't have. And it caught up to me right there. That turn, I always messed up. I can't get that one down.
So. Slipstream gets you in those turns.
Right. Yeah, I do have my regular gameplay on over here. I'm talking to everybody else, so if you hear my voice over it, my bad. It's all good. And here, though, I'm doing in these tunnels, man. In these, it's hard to play with that slipstream. You have to feather the throttle when you're in somebody's slipstream, because if you don't, you'll just go right through their tailpipe. You know what I mean? Oh, Jesus Christ. But no, seriously, you want to pay attention to that. You know, and plus pay attention to what lap you're on. It may be too early to be fighting for position. You know, play a little bit of defense, because catch up and slipstream is on, and every time it's a close race, you'll have like 3 or 4 people with you right at the finish line. That's just the way these races are. I feel like I always handle the entrance of those pretty decent, and then it gets a little sketchy in the actual turns though. Yeah, you have to practice on these tracks like anything else. Practice makes perfect. Again, I messed up right there. Luckily I didn't slam into him. I actually, yeah, you may have heard it. I honked my horn to let him know my bad. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to crash into him right there. You just gotta pay attention though. Definitely do a better job than me. Again, right there, that slipstream just
Slipstream, dude.
pulls you right in
Fucking
really
shit.
quick. You have to pay attention to it. You have to be careful. I feel like he kind of slowed down a little bit too, which led to that. And I was in the middle of the air, like I kind of went a little fast over a portion of the road, and it caught me up in the air. I couldn't have turned out of the way if I wanted to. No excuses though. You know, you can't be doing that in a clean race. But I got the worst end of it, so I dropped down to third. This guy right here lost some speed in that loop right there. I'm not sure what happened, but I was able to smoke right by him, and right within just a few moments of the first place driver. Took this turn a little too slow. I had to brake a little bit, but I think everybody did, so it didn't hurt me that bad. This guy probably could have maybe just passed me, you know. That slowed him down by hitting me. Kind of gets a little tangled up with this guy. No big deal. Just trying to keep it clean. You notice I keep a real straight line. You know what I mean? Don't freak out if you get close to a car like that. You could have easily, you know, spun yourself out by adjusting too much in midair. You don't want to do that. We both took that turn really well right there. We kind of let off the gas a little bit. I think he was a little less unsure of his line, as you see right here. Plus, this guy right here comes in and smacks into us way too fast. I know exactly what happened. He caught that guy's slipstream and just drove right into him during a turn. You always got to be careful with slipstream in the turns, man. It'll be your worst enemy. So you have to, you know, be cautious with that. Right here, I get a little sideways. I was able to correct it though. And in these tunnels, man, you just got to do your best to keep a straight line. Right there, you know, that's unavoidable. We just got mixed up and tangled up right there. Nobody really lost that much speed, though. As you can see, everybody's right here. This guy,
Bro,
that was on purpose.
Dog? Fuck ass.
That was on purpose. I feel like he felt like I got into him on purpose in that tunnel. But trust me, I did not. But that was deliberate. You can't, that is something that you don't do. You just can't do that. You know, inside those tunnels, there's going to be some action. You can't avoid it. You do the best that you can, but that was purely deliberate. But I corrected very, very easily. I was able to maintain and get back up here and fight with this guy for position. It's the, you know, last lap. We're about halfway through. Now you can start doing some battling and fighting and playing defensive. Boom, right there. That's what happens. You see?
That's what you get.
He deserved it, though, man. He was being a douche this whole race, so... You know, whatever, no big deal. You know, we just keep on moving on. But two wrongs don't make a right. The guy in the Devasty behind him should not have slammed into him that hard. He knew, you know, after a couple laps, you know better. So both of those guys were kind of in the wrong there on that. Right here, getting into my left, my driver's side.
You're gonna pass me.
My driver's side quarter panel right there. That's an easy way to spin somebody out. You got to be careful. Right here again. Always, I lose speed right here. That was not good at all. But it helped me kind of maintain going through here. Wasn't too bad. Picked up some speed on the way down. Right there again. You know, calm down, buddy. You know, getting way too much into my slipstream. Got two right behind me, and something happens on this turn. They just lose it, man. I'm not sure if they crash into each other. As you see on the radar, though, bam, bam. Both of them just lose a lot of speed right there. And this is it. Good fight. Good race. Let's go. What a fucking race. Jesus Christ. So 14th to 1st.
Fucking punk ass bitches off my nuts.
Yeah, it gets a little heated sometimes, so. Yeah, won some money betting. Always bet on yourself, people. Always bet on yourself.
All up on my shit.
That's right. But yeah, fought off the Devastate, the Emirates.
Yeah.
So good job on that one.
Shot.
But that was cool though, man. 600th win. That was awesome. It was a really good race too. I'm glad this wasn't some kind of fluke win. That was a battle. That was fun. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Here's some of the stats right here coming up. What we got paid, 758.024. Not bad. 3 laps. Some nice RP on there. Give the old salute. Want some extra cash money on the bets? And there we go. 758, best lap at 234. Got some good RP, some good money. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel for the Ills and Reels content in the game. Smash that like button. Stay dangerous. See you the next one. Peace out. Yeah.